So I really think you're going to like tonight's lesson on parallel lines and angles. It's pretty straightforward, and hopefully it will go pretty quick, and then you can work on maybe some of the problems in the packet that we didn't get to. So as I talked about, a transversal is a line that intersects two or more other lines in the same plane. So a plane is a surface at different points. So both of those red lines are transversals. When we have a transversal intersecting two parallel lines is when we get a very unique set of circumstances. Remember that it's only with parallel lines, however. So let's talk about the vocabulary a little bit. Interior angles are in between the parallel lines. It's like they're on the interior of those parallel lines. Exterior angles are outside of the parallel lines. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, angles 1, 2, 3, and 4 are exterior angles. Same side interior, well, they would be in the interior on the same side of a transversal. Okay, so 1 and 2 are same side interior, and so are 3 and 4. They're on the same side of the transversal, interior to the parallel lines. Alternate interior angles, well, they have to be interior, but on opposite sides of the transversal. So 3 and 4 would be alternate interior, and 1 and 2 would be alternate interior. Corresponding, this is the one that kind of has a weird definition, but if you look at it, one's on the inside, one's on the outside. They're on the same side of the transversal in corresponding positions with respect to the two lines they intersect. So 1 and 2, they're both above the parallel line, and one's in, one's out. So if I move 1 down, it would kind of lie on top of 2. All right? Can't be like this angle here with 1. They're on the same side of the transversal, one's in, one's out, but they are not corresponding angles. So 3 and 4 would be corresponding. I could move 3 and 4 there. They would be corresponding. 1 and 2 would be corresponding. So let's take out your notes now, and we'll talk about these angles. So we've defined the transversal. We talk about interior angles, exterior angles, same side interior, same side exterior, alternate interior, and corresponding. So what I'd like you to do here is mark the angles on the diagram. Okay, so I want you to kind of like go through and say, for instance, that alternate interior would be like this. Okay, and you just need to show me one pair. If you'd like to show me two, you would either do it in a different color or with a different number of arcs. Okay, because we're going to find out that these in fact are not, the red and the blue are not the same measure. Okay, so same side interior, then if we're going to mark that, see what you think, and I'm going to mark them here. Now you might have put them in a different place, and again show those with a different number of arcs because they are not the same measure. Alternate exterior, see how we've oriented the lines a little differently, just so you're able to translate your learning to a different picture. Okay, if I look at this one, which is outside, which one is alternate exterior to that? It's going to be on the other side of the transversal, but also exterior to the parallel lines. Same side exterior, well, that's going to be same side of the transversal, both exterior angles. And corresponding, you can mark this a number of different ways. Let's just start here. Which one is that going to be corresponding with? Would be here. It's kind of like if I shift it down, where would it go? So it asks you to find all the measures in the diagram. Well, let's go back to our pictures for a second. Okay, what is true about alternate interior angles? In this picture, you can see it. Alternate interior have the same measure. They are congruent. Okay? Same side interior angles, they are not congruent. They are supplementary. Okay? So they add up to 180. Then alternate exterior, they are congruent. Same side exterior are supplementary. And corresponding, what do you think? How do they look? They are, yes, congruent. Very good. okay? So if we want to find the missing angle measures, it's a beautiful thing because they're either congruent or they're supplementary. So I think you're going to really like how we put all this together and find the missing angles. If you look at example 1, think of all the angles that are going to be the same measure as the shown 44. Well, if this is 44, it's vertical with 5, so that's 44, which is also alternate interior with 4, so that's 44, and these are corresponding, so we know they're 44 anyway. And then this is vertical and also happens to be corresponding with 5. Okay, so parallel lines are a beautiful thing because it works out to either be the same measure or the supplement. So for example, since 7 and 5, for example, are a linear pair, we know that that has to be the supplement of 44, which is 136, right? And then all of the angles that are going to be the same as 136 are going to be 6 because it's vertical with 7, 3 because it's alternate interior with 6, and also because it's corresponding with 7, and 2 because that's corresponding with 6 and also vertical with 3. So all the angles in there you could mark. I'm not going to do it because I'm kind of writing with a mouse here and it's kind of a pain. So you can fill them in, and I would actually like you to go through and fill in B, C, and D. So I've put in all of the angle measures for you. It looks like with the exception of one up here, so let me get that in. And you can kind of see how it zigzags around, okay? These guys are all 45, these guys are all 135. But the beautiful thing is they're either equal or they are supplementary, so it's easy to figure out. So in case number 1, and I'm going to let you do the rest of them on your own, okay? In case number 1, that one's pretty easy. Why don't I do 6 with you? Because I think you guys might not like 6. Okay, if I look at those, are those equal angles or are they supplementary? Yeah, they're supplementary, okay? So I'm going to set up an equation that's going to solve that. So it's 3x plus 2x, and again, I'm writing really slow here. Bear with me. 3x plus 2x equals 180, and then you're going to solve that for x, and you're going to fill in the angle measures, okay? So I'm going to let you guys do that, and I will come back with the answers, and then you can check them, okay? So here are the answers that I got. Hopefully you worked them out the same. If you did not get these answers, you might want to go back and check your work. I'll tell you that these were congruent, so 3x equals 87 is your equation. These angles are congruent, so that's 3x minus 10 equals 125. Problem 3, they are also congruent, so x plus 5 equals 110. Problem 4, congruent, 6x minus 144 equals 2x. And 5, they are supplementary, so that's 2x minus 12 plus 4x plus 12 equals 180, okay? And we did the last one together. So if you have a little extra time, you might want to work on your angle pair packet. We're going to have some time for that tomorrow, but we're going to add to that our parallel lines. And that's just going to, give you more practice on working with angles. So have a terrific evening, and I will see you in the morning.